Did you feel that shake?
Ooh.
Well, if you've been watching the news, our neighbors in Idaho are getting used to the shakes.
Oh.
Kind of scary.
That is really scary.
Lots
How
of
many did they say? 300 or something?
300
Something like
earthquakes here
that.
in the recent past.
Yeah.
So,
Things are happening.
you know, the last time that we filmed,
Yes.
we touched on emergency preparedness.
We did a little bit.
It's getting a little bit closer
Personal,
to
yeah.
home. Yes.
Yes,
So
this one is...
really, I mean, we should always take it seriously, but
you never do until it
you
starts
don't.
getting closer to
Right.
affecting you personally.
So my sister lives in West Palm Beach, and so this, you know, with the what is it? The floods, Irma.
mhm.
Yes. Just past them, but in that time they had to board up their house.
Did they?
Figure out water, you know, have enough food and everything. But it was all a scramble. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
I mean,
everyone
Florida,
else is
it's like,
too. And
yeah,
so, yeah,
everyone's
I
just
think that's where it
partying,
becomes
but they
tricky.
get the flood comes every year. I mean, not the flood or the, you know, the
hurricane
hurricanes
season,
come.
right.
And yet, like you said, your
You're
mind
not-
is not. You're not really thinking about
Right.
this could be a devastation
Right.
for me. I could really be out of my home. Yeah.
Because I go over my 72-hour kit quite often.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll get that next week. I'll put that in there. And then I'm like, that next week could be too late.
Yes.
And so, in fact, my husband, I mean, this is kind of like it, but not really. But he went up hiking. We're spotting elk for our hunt. But he went up there and he got really disoriented. And he had his GPS, but he got a little bit lost for a couple of hours. And his cell phone was about to die. And luckily he had service. And so we were able to send my son-in-law up there and they found him and everything. But I immediately got online and started ordering like battery chargers, like cell
the little ones. Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause same
solar
thing
powered
with my
ones.
sister.
It hit home. And I was like, what would he really have needed out there to help him more?
Right.
So I think it's the same thing.
And you do hear those stories, especially with disorientation, where they were really not so far
He wasn't
off.
that far from the truck, really. He
Right.
wasn't. Right.
But then if you're lost in your mind, you
Right.
could make it
Well,
very
and then
far
when
away.
that panic sets in, then you really start, Oh,
Yeah.
that's just...
so, and I think it's the same way with natural disasters. I think we think that we're prepared, but we may not really be.
And
how
then
prepared
I was
are
even
we?
talking to someone about, you know, for food matter and stuff like that in our homes. So
Right.
a lot of us can here in Utah, don't we?
Yes.
An earthquake, a bad earthquake, what happens to those glasses?
Right.
Unless they're in boxes or in tin.
In cans,
In cans or
That's what we
something.
have ours in,
Right. But a lot of people have
but
them
a
in
lot of time you have
pantries.
to leave too. So
Right, yeah.
are you prepared to leave
Right.
that?
So you did mention Irma. I have a friend that was impacted by that also, and they were inland far enough that the family came mostly to their house, and then they did lose power, and then they're living at the in-laws house and all kind of sharing that way, and have managed to make it through. But prior to that, and they knew it was coming, had sent me pictures of the gas lines and the water lines and all those things. So sometimes even when you know the tragedy could affect you and it's coming, then it's, you know, then again, even whatever that panic situation is. So I don't think that we would probably be affected by hurricanes or water so much, but the earthquakes, right? I remember in elementary school, you may remember from elementary school, you not so much because not growing up here, but you know, the stop, drop, and roll.
And get under your desk.
Yeah, we do now.
You probably do that. Yes,
we do
as
that
an educator.
for school,
Yes.
We do it
still do
today.
that?
Did
Yes.
you? Okay.
And so it was really funny because the kids are like, oh, what are we doing that for? And then I said, let me tell you something.
Okay, right.
Let me
this
tell
happens.
you.
Right.
Yeah, this happens. And explained because they do have to go on, you know, put their hand on their neck, hold on to something and, you know, squish themselves under. Well, how come you don't? Because we get to stand in the doorways. The doorways.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm way too big for your little time, you know.
And I'm going to be your watchdog.
That's right. I want to make sure you're safe, you know.
Right.
But
Now,
that really brought it home.
Is that because of recent events
No,
of our neighbors, or is that pretty
always
standard?
Yes,
Always
we've
done
always
it.
done it. We
Every
do
school
that.
year. At the beginning, every month, how
about
often?
Every month or every other month we do it.
Huh.
Yes, all the time. And
Well,
so
I feel silly because I have children. You know, I have children in school, and I've never.
Ask them if they.
I've not asked them
Yeah.
just like that.
That's back in our day. I'm glad to know they're still caring for our
Yes.
children.
Yeah, we
But
do
yeah,
that.
I think it.
Fireworks
I don't know.
too.
Just that little moment with my husband, it made me realize, Angie,
That's
you may not
scary.
have tomorrow to get ready for whatever emergency it would be. Like, just get your stuff together and make sure that you're somewhat prepared.
And we even we do fire drills as well. And every time the alarm goes off, it's just like it jolts me. And at the beginning, it used to really make me nervous because I'm like, what if?
Right.
What if somebody comes into my home and does something, you know?
I think that if you're prepared, then you don't fear
feel
as much.
right.
You're still going to be scared of that moment, but at least you know maybe you can make it through.
Well, the fire alarm, sometimes you're like, oh, that's not real. Somebody's pulled it. Like, all too often it's that prank, and then all of a sudden when it's real, you know, then... So all right, I guess in closing, because we're getting the signal here, but do you have a plan? Do your family have a plan?
We're working on it. Yeah. We have a generator. We have the generator.
Have a plan,
Okay, we need a plan.
Yes.
We'll have a plan for you next time.
At least we're to meet. Yes, we're on this the next time we're done. And we are not done yet. Please stay with us.